Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Today I will talk about when to use Advantage Plus shopping campaigns on Meta Ads in 2025. And to get started, I want to give you 3 key points that you need to know before you start running Advantage. Number 1 is you want to use Advantage Plus when you have a proven creative, a proven offer, because Advantage will allow you to scale. In the past, you would usually have creatives testing against different audiences. And when you have a creative that worked in multiple audiences, you would basically duplicate the ad set or duplicate the campaign, try to expand and find new people that Facebook can target. Now, with Advantage Plus, what you can do is you take a winning creative that has worked based on certain criteria that we're going to talk in a bit. It's going to vary brand by brand, that this is just one of the criteria that you could potentially use. And once you have proven creative that could potentially work, then you separate it into its own Advantage Plus campaign and just start adding more ad spend to see if the performance can hold. So I'm going to give you an example here. This campaign is a manual purchase campaign that was designed to find out different angles of creatives to test out. So basically the variable here was just creative testing. Now, the good thing is that because it's a manual campaign, we can set up ABO budgets. So we can say, okay, I want this ad set to be this ad spend. I want this ad set to be this daily budget and so on. So once you found a creative that works, then we'll go ahead and split it into its own campaign. So check out this example. Last month in May, we found out that this ad set here that had just one angle, one creative, had spent already the 3 to 4x or current cap of how much we want to spend to acquire a customer, and it continued to produce sales at a profitable number for this brand. Once we found that, we said, okay, let's go ahead and break that angle or that ad into its own campaign, and we put it into this Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Now, the ad continued to scale and gets us more purchases within the target that the client needs or that the brand needs for this to be profitable, and we just continue adding on more ad spend. So we basically spent first about $266, which is like 4x or target cost per purchase. We saw that we continued getting purchases. In this example, this one had 8 purchases, so it was time to test it out to see if this creative can handle more audiences. That's basically what Advantage does. It just finds new audiences that can match with that creative and just basically helps you scale. That's the good thing about Advantage. If you have a proven creative, you can just increase the ad spend and it will continue to expand and find new people to target. Here's another example. It doesn't mean that you cannot start with Advantage Plus right away. If you have a proven offer, creative, or you have, a very problem solution type of product that people will need or want, and it's just very easy to understand, also can test out starting with Advantage Plus. Now, it is not recommended because if you start with Advantage Plus and your offer is not proven, then Meta's just gonna waste budget and you're gonna burn through cash really quickly. So the best case scenario is you start with manual, you test out different angles of creatives, and you give it some time, like 3 to 4 times your spend. If it continues to get purchases, then you move on to the next. If it doesn't, then you pause and go to the next. Like these ones right here, you can see, for example, they were close to 3x the cost per purchase that we were looking for, or the other metrics like the soft metrics also looked really bad, like add to carts and initiated checkouts, that even though they don't tell you the whole story, it will give you an indicator whether the ad is likely to work or not before you continue wasting money on. So we just doubled down on the ones that, we saw the opportunity, the possibility for it to work. And that's kind of when we took it. And check this out. We went from $1,300 to $4,000 in ad spend. That's 2x ad spend. So we were able to scale up. And when we look into the numbers here, you will see that in the month of May, we were able to increase sale by 1.2x against April. So we 2x the ad spend, we 1.2x the total revenue for this brand. It's a brand new account, been running for like 3 months. So, we're still in that phase of iterating and just finding the creative angles that work. And we're just starting to scale revenue and ad spend at the same time. Guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. So remember, if you want to run Advantage, you can, but only if you have proven offers and a proven creative. If you don't, go ahead and start with manual purchase campaigns. Once you have angles that have consistently generated purchases, either more than 5 purchases, more than 3x your cost per purchase, and it continues to work, then it might be time to test it out. Now, this is on a smaller scale example, but still the fundamentals are the same. Find what works. Once you do, scale with Advantage Plus Shopping. Thanks, everyone.